Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to episode 46 of Firemind. So, today it'll happen. Today we will release the water and unleash the brook in terms of water energy production. Let's see. I really hope it'll work out. I think we might have a bit of a problem with the power transmission, but maybe not. Maybe we can't just transmit the power through a hollow shaft over there. That might be actually pretty decently working out. Now, anyway, that's one thing. The other thing is the Nasha's temple gets a little redecoration today. So I want to get started with that one as the first project today because it's window time. These are the very first windows that Firemind will see. I felt as if the Temple of Nashas was absolutely the most befitting place for the very first gemstone windows, at least in my fantasy. Now, down here, it'll take a hot minute until we can work a bit more here. I put the bucket brigade at the end of the last episode to start quenching the fires in the depths here, but I guess today we will not be able to work that much on it. I am looking forward to the reports of my bucket dwarfs, and let's see where this story will lead us today. So I am really hell-bent on creating the magma pump stack now. I really got quite a couple of ideas, and we're going to continue that endeavor today. But first up, these gemstone windows. So let's see, is there any gemstone I have in really large amounts? Jeez, we even got time. Oh. Well, isn't that nice? We're going to use for this place here, let's start with one front of wood opals. And this one, let's see, we need 4 of them. You can also mix the gemstones. But for here, I want to choose a couple of colors that I feel like they are really fitting for a temple of love and such. So we're going to put in all these lovely and bright colors, except for the wood opal. It's a little bit of an outlier. Let's put some juicy topaz in. Damn, that's gonna be looking super expensive now. Just like it should. Alright, I really got no clue how these will impact the value of the temple. Very curious to find that out. Alright. So this place is turning out really decently lately. Oh, look at there. There's dead old people lying around. Well, another thing that I meant to do and kept forgetting it. There's finally now gonna be a stockpile zone for weapons, because I really don't know why or how that came together, but I have so many years down the road and we don't have a stockpile zone for weapons. It's quite ridiculous. Okay, so the aquifer here is doing its job. I'd say there's only one thing left to do. We need to link up this bridge with some safety mechanism. So that thing is linked to one bridge. So we're going to build ourselves another lever right next there. And that's going to be linked to the other bridge, so we can't shut off the operations. I mean, right now... Oh dear, looks like we need to forbid the whole damn place there, as they seem to be hell-bent on carrying around all of the things in this channel. So, let's save some lives and forbid some boulders. You know how these jurists are. Before you know it. So, the bridge is not supposed to be forbidden. And this one also not. Okay. I think we're almost ready. Oh, jeez, the nobility again. Coffins and bracelets. So, the coffins, they mean to mock me, no? It's, I feel as if the queen tries to mock every one of my attempts in making something happen here. Oh, so you want to work with water? You might need these. Make me some coffins. Well, well. Gotta say, this queen is... well, I'm not gonna miss her, okay? Just put it down like that. There are sometimes noble people that come without any needs. They do exist. Yes, yes. It's not a myth. They really do exist. So, let's put in an exploration door. You know, we got so much glassed area here. We might actually get started here doing some fun things. And also, well, might as well get started chopping down these. But it seems as if my dudes have a bit of a problem with that staircase. But tell you what, it's a perfect moment to build up these two staircases. Don't you agree? I think so. It's gonna be quite a nice moment because we're going to get ourselves finally some vision into these things. In the meantime, the Bucket Brigade does a great job. They just do it. All right, let's check back with the. Yeah, that worked out. So, a high priest is needed. Is there anybody who is an interesting candidate? Well, no, not really. We take any of the believers. Ah, what a pleasant sight this is. So, I mean, each one of these gemstone windows is not terribly worth a lot. I'm frankly said surprised that they are worth that much. Can you engrave these, say? No, you can't. Can't smooth the floor below them either? Well, I wanted to try... Oh, there's another one of these filthy creatures. But, well... They feel as if murdering things in the ponds is okay for them. I'm okay with that too. Sounds to me as if we have settled down who's the boss here. That's fine. Good. I think the lever I ordered a moment ago should be finished by now. All right. So, never forget to link up diligently all these things. You will regret if you don't. And we're going to raise that bridge when we're excavating the brook and relocate its flow. All right. So, the many dead people of the previous episodes. Well, we well went past that. We're finally again on a very healthy spot. Really, this place is in a good mood. Unhappiness is going down. So let's floor this place up, shall we? At this point, obsidian has become so abundant that I'm starting to use that. Obsidian isn't anything special anymore. I take that as good news. All right. So we smacked open that chamber, so we might as well widen the corridors. And up here, there's again a lot of magma. So we gotta be careful around that. Widen the cavern enough. And once that's done, we're just going to release the next round of magma. And then we proceed again and again and again. Until we're done. Done and down to the adamantite. It's a painstakingly long process, but, well, we getting there, aren't we? So, it's almost done, I think. I'm quite shocked that the magma pump stack is pretty close, actually. Now that I think more closely about it, there's not that terribly much more that we need to do. It's just, you know, yeah, it ain't that terribly much to do. So the question now is, how are we going to pull off the power transmission? I mean, the easiest way would be to lead that power transmission upstairs and then just through the main stone storage hall. But I mean, we can't cut that out. None of these stockpiles would have any trouble with that, just to give you an idea. So we'd... Oh, a treasure of the gods. So we'd need that kind of a footprint there. The only annoying thing that we need to do is that we need to do this for each of these stockpiles separately. That's about it. Then we can safely build in each one of these. I think I want to keep that option open if it is going to be super annoying to work my way around that. Because transmitting the power upstairs and transmitting it then back downstairs, yeah, well, that might be a more elegant solution than this one, but well, I'll give it a try. I really don't know. I mean, maybe we just take out the entire wall here and just call it a day. That might be actually the easiest solution of them all, to just relocate the wall here. I'll just take it as it comes. Doesn't hurt us too much to have changed up the setup here. And there is a singing metal great axe. Amazing. Let's see, did that precious item from the other day get on there? It did. Beautiful. Alright, that's another day's business. The queen has demanded leggings, and leggings we shall produce. So, due to the constant influx of almanite items, we have just a wonderful supply of weapon quality metals, so we're just going to order those 2 steel leggings. I mean, right now it's still fashionable and reasonable to do this, but at some point we will have so many steel leggings that it will be absurd to build more of these. It's always the same. Alright, speaking about always the same, I realized lately that I wanted to do something else. Something beautiful, something people will like. Oh, marble. Okay. So, first up, let's make that marble staircasing happen. And you might have already guessed it, we're going to spruce up this place's flooring a bit. Because I'm sick and tired of my everyday look So we're going to place down some beautiful marble flooring for a change. So that will create a ravenous flock of worker dwarfs, putting down marble blocks frenetically for a couple of days, but you need to do something in the winter, else you get cabin fever. You need to beauty up your place, and this will beauty up this place. But as you see here, this is showcasing, I think, quite well what large city Firemind has become over the years. It took us right there about 700 blocks just to get the central pathway paved. Like I said, that's how big of a city this place has grown. And we're going to keep all of the central hallways paved like that. So that's going to destroy quite a lot of marble, I bet. But I meant to do this since a pretty long time, but I didn't quite forget about it. I kept thinking about it, how I want to do it. And I'm not quite sure if the side corridors of the city will receive marble flooring too, or whether or not we're going to go for a different look there, maybe to differentiate the parts of the city a little bit. You know, the main pathways and the alleys. So it's not looking all the same old everywhere. Don't know. Might be a little bit too much what I'm asking for from myself here, but yeah, we successfully placed down 1,400 marble blocks. Less than 5 minutes. That's how fast it can be. So the human bard has shared some rumors. I just hope it's going to be about our artifact. So, what? I can't quite follow the screen. What are they trying to tell me? Oh, look there. Okay, that is totally important rumors. Oh, here we go. So no information about my artifacts. I'm displeased. I didn't even know that. It's so much of a thing. Jeez. Alright. So, time to flick the switch, my boys, and get that water flowing. I'm so looking forward to this. I'm so excited about that. Really hope that it won't flood my fort. So, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to try this with a blocked passageway for the water. And we will construct a water wheel right from the get-go here. Damn, my voice is letting me down a wee bit these days. Anyways, that's that. And here goes that. Alright, that's the closest one that we can build. The amount of power that we could probably produce should be really cool and a lot, because I see it here. There should be a lot of water wheels that fit in there, and in the worst case scenario, I do see myself transmitting the power from this side back upstairs and relocate it through the tube. We'll lose a bit of power while doing that, but it doesn't really matter that much. Okay. So, let's wait until they build their stuff there. And then let's just hope that nobody will drown or worse. let's check back to the deep dark. While we're waiting for these guys to get their stuff together. Alright, so we obviously also struck another magma pocket. Alright, not much of a big deal. We're going to extract the glass floor from here. I think all of it can go. Or wait a sec. Let's do it something like that. And we're just going to empty these bad boys into the rest of this. Alright, seems like the floor needs some more glassing. Need to change the materials here yet again. There's the clear glass. And mind you that every piece of clear glass has been made with dead trees. There's a lot of dead trees in that clear glass, my friends. Well, we're going to excavate all these as well, because I figured lately that I am way more hungry for gemstone than I anticipated now that I saw how nice these gemstone windows looked. And, oh yeah, there's another thing that I meant to tell you, but I forgot about it. So I ordered copper and silver statues. These are very simplistic ones, and they are ordered to reflect the happenings of the fort, not more, not less. So there's just they're dedicated to Firemind, because I figured we're at that stage of progression that it is okay to just order a bunch of things for Firemind. And here, like I said, there's building frenzy. But I gotta say, the FPS withstands that quite decently. Alright. And building frenzy is being answered by the queen with a demand for another coffin. She keeps unnerving me with these. And in all honesty, I think she's right in so far as I do need to bring up a new tomb, am I? Alright, so we're ready. We are ready to show this Brook a new path. Oopsie, that is one level too much. Alright, so these jobs should pierce this layer here, and that should be what it takes. So excited about that. This is always the most exciting thing to put a water work system into action. It's always the best part for me. Alright, while we're right now at it, we are going to add in a couple of windows to the tavern. Oh yeah, the buttons do react sluggishly, so there is a bit of strain on the system right now. It's not all easy pickings in the realm of Firemind. Placing down 1,400 marble blocks does take a bit of processing power. But I'm quite amazed about how quick everybody still moves here. It's not slowing down the fort as much as I was afraid that would do. Ah, well, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so turns out my mining dwarves are not keen on picking up that job here at all. Sad life, man, sad life. Alright, there's open space here, so I expected that this would happen. So we're going to use obsidian here as our new weapon of choice. Of course, a bit of granite as well. I still prefer granite, as obsidian is so deep dark black that it sometimes is a bit hard on the eyes, but well. Or tell you what, we're not going to excavate anything extra here. We're just going to do the smack here and let the magma flow out. So we're done with that chapter. So how's it going here? Darn, we're making good progress here. Hell yeah. Alright, so we do know that there's water there. Yeah, that's a bit scary. I mean, the water could just pour downstairs and do the trick, but we need to take that carefully. If I'd be just chopping into the wall here, the outgushing water might be putting somebody at risk here, so we're not going to do that. Okay, we have struck native silver. Where the hell did we strike native silver and how? Yeah, whatever. So I'm quite shocked that none of the miners is willing to take that job, but as you see here, nothing is as important as laying down the marble blocks. Oh, what have I done? This is a bit much, isn't it? Well, it's okay. Somehow they're getting these jobs done quite fast. So why not that? Can you finally get it done? It's kind of odd that they're not getting to it. Well, whatever. We'll see why that's so. And let's put down the next job there. And one there. So this might be even easing up the job of the bucket brigade here. If we get extra lucky, that is. So there's that, there's that. Wonderful. Oh, look. Finally, somebody picked up the task. Wonderful. So, that's gonna be majestic. So, Thaltic single solve. One legendary miner. I hope he doesn't fall down the brook here. So here goes. That should create quite the water pressure, as we're now creating quite a huge thing there. Alright. Let's put the safety measures on. There's now nobody allowed in that anymore. Let's see. Water wheel is in place. Let's get started. What better outro for today's episode could we get than real life experiments whether the power production of Firemind is now secured or not. So we need like 1,600 energy or something like that alone for the pump stack. This should provide. And the fun part is, if we somehow would be able to get a log in between these two, a axle between one gear, one water wheel and another, that would be outright amazing. So, can somebody please flick that switch? Jeez. It ain't that hard, isn't it? Ah, finally. Let the waters flow. Seriously, isn't that always lovely? So the water here won't be running dry, as it is permanently being refilled by the borders of the map. So we shouldn't be able to dry out the brook this way. We'll see. So I also made the system so that we can, if necessary, dry it out. If we put up that bridge and lower the other bridge, we can let all the water that we accumulated flow away from the map again. I did even take precautions for that. Personally, I don't like building any water systems that I can't drain. It's, to me, always a security liability if I can't drain a system. Here we go. So any incoming water pressure from above, from the water falling up above now, as it gets denser here, will be broken by passing diagonally. Water that passes diagonally in Dwarf Fortress loses its pressure. That's very, very important to note. And the most important question shall now be answered in any moment. Will this water flow suffice to get that water wheel going? I mean, it'll take a moment until this corridor here has been appropriately filled up with water, because a puddle of one water does not sufficiently give a water wheel enough power. But let's see, there's more gushing down here. Here again, the pressure breakers are doing their job for us to not flood our fort. The interesting question will be what will happen once the river here is saturated. Will that thing flow over or not? It's one of my biggest concerns right now. And the water wheel is turning. Turns out 100 power, so we only need 16 of these. That's all. And then we're golden. Oh dear. Alright, wonderful. So now we just need to answer the question whether or not we will be flooding the fort with this. or if we're able to just tank the water. I mean, I literally got no clue if we need to put up another pressure breaker system here in that area here. We'll see about that. I mean, currently it all looks fine. There's just a bit of spillage over here. But, well, we'll check that out in the next episode. Until then, thank you for watching. We're going to have some extra good fun with that in the upcoming episodes, and I hope you'll be coming back for more. Leave a thumbs up for the algorithm if you enjoyed this series. Of course, consider subscribing. This is not looking good. You find a lot of useful links in the description box below, and I'd be very happy if you gave them a look. Check out my Discord, check out my Twitch channel where I do streams every Sunday evening. I'd be also very delighted if you'd gave Patreon, PayPal, or Buy Me a Coffee a go if you feel like my content is worth your money. That all being said, a big thanks to the people who think that my content is worth their money, and I hope that you had a good time. See you all next time, and a big thanks at the end to you watching this video right now. Deeply appreciate. See you all next time. Bye bye.